Morning, hope you're doing really well. Today I'm in the very beautiful and picturesque Chipping Norton in Oxfordshire, or West Oxfordshire. And we're obviously off to see Chipping Norton Tunnel, of which I'm aware that there are a couple of other tunnels that are on this line that remain disused and abandoned, but today we're exploring Chipping Norton's disused tunnel. And I'm really excited because it's quite a substantial tunnel, but it's also flooded, so I'm going to be wearing my Wellingtons, which you've probably seen already. So stay with me, enjoy your history lesson, and let's hope we can make it inside. Come on. Throughout my many years of exploring, it's rare these days that I'm surprised by the atmosphere of a place, especially when I've documented so many of its type before. So it's without question that Chipping Norton Tunnel has everything I look for in defining a place that has a certain atmosphere about it. Because, as we'll see, this tunnel feels as if the ghosts of its past have never left. Chipping Norton Tunnel was constructed as part of the Banbury and Cheltenham Direct Railway and was an amalgamation of three schemes built between 1855 and 1887, and this tunnel was one of three built to cut through the beautiful Oxfordshire countryside. The tunnel started being laid out around 1875, not far up the line from the much earlier built Chipping Norton station. As with most of the railway line on this section of the route, it experienced a few delays in construction, and interestingly was actually planned to be much shorter in length, around 484 yards long, and then in around 1883 it was extended to make its total length 715 yards. The line to Banbury finally opened on the 6th of April 1887, but with the line being single track, this wouldn't help its cause when the line was sold to GWR, or Great Western Railways, in 1896, and then closure claiming it on the 3rd of December 1962. Either way, this tunnel will never be forgotten, with the soundtrack not being of steam trains, but the dripping of the water as the cracks within its walls are slowly giving way. And in my opinion, this is one of the best disused tunnels I've ever explored, so let's take a look and see why. Right, we've made it. That was really unpleasant to get to. Stinging nettles, midges, everything. Good job I was wearing wellies as well. It is heavily over flooded, and can you hear the amount of water? Look. Welcome to Chipping Norton Tunnel. My God. I think this is going to be a good one. Wow. This one ain't a joke. This one really isn't a joke. Now it is the middle of summer as I'm recording this, and it is baking hot. Thankfully I've got my big torch, but the condition of this place is interesting, to say the least. We're just going straight into it, I think. That never fills me with much confidence when you hear so much water running through. Also, I've only got this torch with me, so all we're going to do today is we're just going to film it going one direction, because otherwise it'll be boring. But the other thing is I need to conserve everything I've got on this one. Wow. I'm literally getting rained on. There's all sorts of litter in here. Let's try and walk around. Keep on the hard stuff. It literally flooded. All these refugees. Looking back. It is pitch dark in front of me. Although saying that, it does curve, and I'm hoping that's a curve of the light that I can see. Oh my God, look at this. Wow. What the hell? That is crazy. I'm pretty sure you can't see it, but there's a pinprick of light in the bottom corner. I'm hoping that's the entrance. No, it's not. Oh my God. Wow. It's so loud in here. Oh my God, that wasn't good. Thing is, it should curve at some point, but I'm not seeing it. God, this is like a freaking river down here. It's more like a culvert than a tunnel. My God, look at that. Got like our own ecosystem in here. Bloody hell. This is crazy. So you can see that there is a huge amount of mist now coming through. A huge amount. It's really so foggy down here. Sorry, got to adjust the torch. Look at that. I was probably, it's weird, it goes from this sort of Batman's cave, which is all like these colours and everything else, and now it's got into this extremely dark section. And I still can't see the curve. This is pitch dark down there. Wow, I mean, I've been into some dark tunnels before, but I can assure you, this one is as black as they come. If I turn my torch off right now, the only thing I'd be able to see is that pinprick of light from the exit. Just there. But apart from that, nothing. Oh, now it's got quiet. This is odd. This tunnel's got its own. It's almost like, I hate to say it, but it's almost like you've you've gone into a different time zone. Because it's just, the atmosphere's completely different now. It's odd because I don't know if you can hear that, but it sounds like there's voices. But it's actually the sound of the way the water's bouncing off the tunnel. It's creating this weird sort of, like, it almost sounds like yeah, people chattering. Very odd. But strangely, not the first time I've heard that. But I think because of the length of the tunnel, I literally have no idea. I mean, if you knew what we were going under, I mean, there's sections of it that would tell you that you're going under nothing in terms of there's no significant spoil mound on top, and then there's other bits that are. But this is so strange. No refuge. I can't see. Do you know what? I cannot see hardly anything in front of me. It's that black because it's also got this. It's also got the condensation moisture. It's weird. You've got to imagine, let's put this into context. So, if you're familiar with the channel, you've probably seen Kilmarsh and Oxfordshire tunnels. Well, this is almost double the length of those. So you imagine going through the disused ones, those on your own, and you get an idea. Again, single track. All I'm asking for is my torch just to hold out, just so we can get to the other side, even though I'm going to have to, unfortunately, come back the same way I came in. But my rule of thumb when it comes to exploring tunnels is try to stick to a side, hug the wall if you can. You might get rained on and dripped on, but it's better than not. Now I can see the light. I don't know if you can see that at all, but there is a distinct light coming through. When you put it into context, can you see that small pinprick? That is miles away. Not miles, I exaggerate, sorry. Sorry everybody on YouTube for exaggerating. I'm not actually sure how long this has taken me, but it's probably taken me less than I thought it would be. It's a very shallow refuge. Looked like a torch at first, but it's not. Some drain, I think. Some drain pipe. My God. Well, This is definitely a tunnel I'm not going to forget in a hurry. Got to get out first still. Look at the colours. Like I said, for some of you this could be really boring, but for others it might just, wow, look at that. Whoa, hang on, we'll come back to that. Again, looking back. Look at this. Whoa. Now that is cool. Look at that. Original part of the track. Where you can see where the gauge would have clamped onto it. Isn't that amazing? Look. Wow. That's so cool. I can safely say you don't normally see that in tunnels. That was so cool. So the light at the other end is getting bigger, which is good to know. And we've got our curve, because you can't see that, but the light's completely disappeared around the corner. So we're now on the bend of the tunnel. It is easily one of the noisiest tunnels I've ever been down, but for all the wrong reasons, when you think that actually it's the water that's dripping down, which is unfortunately making that sound. Because that water's making that sound, it means that at some point it will go. And some of you who have probably done disused tunnels before have testified to actually seen or gone to some of those that have caved in halfway through. Wow. When you look back, it's proper scary. If you don't know what you know, if you're not prepared for it, you sort of look back and you're just like, oh, now that's proper dark. But I love it because I'm weird. Look at this. Now, this section is meant to be the proper flooded section. So I want to see practically a river here. And the question is, how far can I go? How far can I go? In other words, because of how deep it is. Wow, look at that. That's pretty special. Well, the water has receded quite far in, further than I thought it would do. So, that's not a great start. But you know, we've got to keep trying. Keep plugging away. I think we almost documented all the refuges here. I think so. I wasn't really counting, there's a lot, but you'd expect that because it's a bloody long tunnel. Look how dark that is. Right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get as far as I can and see how deep it actually is. Because, like I said, I've got my Wellingtons. Properly wading in the water now. Right, so I'm playing through. Again, sticking to one side. Now, I'm probably going to turn my torch off at this point. Just to show you, I've got a funny feeling that's quite deep now. Yeah. So, I think we're almost at the end. I'm looking down at my Wellingtons. Got about another couple of inches. If it stays like this, I'm going to keep walking. You never know, it might level out. Like I said, the idea is to try and not create a wave, because it's that close to my Wellingtons that it will easily go over the top of them. But as tunnels go, look at this. Now, do I need this on anymore again? Well, that's about okay. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. Oh, now that is very close. Can you see that? Let's keep going. Oh no, okay. Back. Can I get over the other side? I think, everybody, that is as far as I can go without waders. It is. Okay, that's cool. I'll take that. Look, I'll try and show you again. Oh, will I? This is being cocky now. No, that is as far as I'm going to go. Ready? Well, there you go. There you go. That was Chipping Norton Tunnel. What an experience! What a tunnel! What an incredible piece of history. I'm not going to move too much at the moment. It's weird. It's like it is literally like you could swim in that. I mean, it's very clean. You know, some people will be screaming at me. I'm not going to swim in it. It's very clean water though. And you wouldn't know that from the opposite side when I was taking photos. It was dirty as anything. Dirty on the opposite side as well. Wow. There you go. We almost got to the end. So, I'm not going to take you with me on the way back because that would just get a bit boring, won't it? So, in immortal words of Phoenix history, thank you so much for coming along with me. Hopefully you really enjoyed that little trip. And a beautiful tunnel it really was, wasn't it? So historic and a beautiful area. Like I said, I'm very aware that there's a couple of other tunnels in the area which maybe at some point in the future I will explore. However, this was one that I've really wanted to do. That's weird. Yeah, I've got to go back that way. Stay safe, everybody. Love to all of you out there. Any more words of Phoenix history? Because history matters, and obviously y'all always say, remember to spread the word of the channel. Much love to all of you out there. Ready? Kapow! Very cool sound though. Almost there.